you so much for joining me in my little dance session with my canvas. How are you doing tonight? So I'm excited to have a little minute to dance away this week. It's been a little agitating because we have had some stinky situations, I guess, which is it's not been that bad, but we have just been a little bit stressed with some construction that's been happening. And it's really exciting, and I don't mean to complain about this construction because it has been, we are just nothing but lucky to be able to do this at all. But the construction workers have been kind of loud and, boisterous and happy and fun, which you would hope that would be, but they're kind of like in our home. And so it's been a little bit of a like, oh my, a little bit of some like stressors there. And it has reminded me a lot about something that I've always known about, but I haven't had, a major reason to resurrect this knowledge, so to speak. And that's just the power of music. And it sounds maybe a little not that informative, not that helpful. However, if you don't know about it, or if you haven't been using it, it is life-changing. At least it has been for me, just to know just how powerful music is to kind of calm the situations, kind of make everything better, make everything more happy. I learned about it when I was first paralyzed, in 2004. Well, I didn't actually learn about it then. I just learned, the quickest way to ease your mind is through this, through music, through good singing. And, actually I learned it from a bishop. He said the quickest way to the Savior is through a song. But also it works, in secular ways too. It just works because it works. And I would apply it all the time. When I first was paralyzed, I remembered, the quickest way to feel better is through music. And so I started to sing in my head, put your shoulder to the wheel. This was way before I even knew that I was gonna even be in a wheelchair. And so it was kind of cool, and I sang it all in my head, for the 4 months that I was there. And then when I came home from the hospital, that was the song. That was the first song that my church congregation sang. Not, just as a big old group, just we sing it together. It's the opening hymn. And kind of just a testimony to me that God hears the songs that you don't even sing out loud. And I've just applied it just in my life, all the time, for situations that are a little bit hard. I like to have good music playing all the time. One of my favorite genres is bluegrass gospel. I was listening to it just today. I just love bluegrass gospel music, but it doesn't necessarily have to be gospel music or even churchy type music at all. It could just be regular secular music, as long as it has a good message and as long as you know what it is you're looking for, then you'll find that you can feel better. You can feel better. And it doesn't matter what's happening or not happening around you. You can feel okay about it. I was changing my daughter's diaper. So this is, my oldest, so she's just 10 years ago. And it was stressful. And I have the diaper changing table right here. I am right there, with the experience. I'm not above with my hands below me. No, I'm right there. My diaper changing table is right at my face level. And my little sweet daughter has 2 legs and they both work, which is kind of a miracle if you think about it. And so I'm so grateful that she has that miracle of both legs and both feet working. However, this particular day was less fun because her wonderful talent of being able to move her little working legs, she was working those legs and kicking them in and out, and she had this big poopy diaper, and so she was rubbing her little feet in it and kicking the poop all over. And I was and I'm not above her, I'm with her. I am in the line of fire. And I was oh my gosh. And I look at her and she looks at me, and I'm mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. And I sing that song. And you know what? That stinky situation was not quite so bad as I did that. I had garlic on my lap. I cook with a cutting board on my lap. It's like a little counter that moves around with me. And I was going around and I had an open jar, one of those plastic jars of garlic on my lap. And I just did a quick turn, and in my quick turn, the garlic slid off the cutting board and it landed upright on the ground. And yeah, that sounds good, like it landed upright. However, it was like a little volcano. It just exploded. As soon as it hit the ground, it just like a volcano like eruption, you know, of this garlic all over the ceiling, all over the walls, all over me, all over the underside of my cutting board, all on the top of the fridge, I learned later when my husband was helping me clean it up. But I had been listening to probably bluegrass gospel music, like, or you know, just some nice like Savior-seeking hymns, you know? I don't remember exactly what I was listening to, but I know I was listening to really good music all that day. And so when that really stinky situation happened, it didn't even faze me. Like, I didn't even freak out or anything. Like, I didn't worry about it. I just sort of like, well, that was inconvenient. And I like picked it up and moved on with my life. Like, that was all I did. And it's pretty amazing, the power that music has. And so we've like packed everything away from our house almost, you know, just to make room for all of this construction that's happening. But I am going to unpack. I'm going to unpack our Alexa, and I'm going to get those things out so that I can get some music going in my house so that my family doesn't have like all these agitated, you know, they're not so agitated with the stress of the reconstruction, and they're not so, you know, I don't know, stressed and cranky. And that's how my family's acting a little bit, just a little bit stressed and a little bit cranky. And you know, me too, a little bit. It's exciting, and we're all excited about this wonderful stuff that's happening in our house. However, it is a little bit challenging, so to speak. So I'm gonna resurrect some devices that play music, and we're gonna get it out, and we're gonna have some good music. And you know what? I think I'm gonna listen to some good music too while I paint this. I was gonna try to paint a skunk because I was like, oh yeah, you know, like stinky situations, like music can diffuse those stinky situations, and kind of make this like a theme video, but I'm not going. I'm gonna paint something else. We're trying to do a raccoon, though I shouldn't like spoil it, so pretend I didn't tell you. I'm just gonna dance with this canvas and have a good time with some good music. Here you go. Here you go. It's a raccoon. I'm not sure if you can tell. I'm not sure. You know, sometimes people come over to my house and see my paintings and be like, oh, your kids are such good artists. I'm like, thanks. They're mine. So anyway, it's about the feeling. It's about the feeling, how you feel when you paint. Not for everybody. I mean, some people really are good painters and stuff, but some people are just like me, who really are looking for a de-stress moment. Dancing with the canvas. This was a pretty hardcore dance. We danced to a little bluegrass, a little gospel music. I can't pronounce the singer's name, otherwise they say it's like Lauren Daigle or something. I don't know. Anyway, she's good. And then some other people, some kids playing some bluegrass stuff. Anyway, it's a really nice dance session. Loved being here with you. I think I'm gonna name this very sad, very colorful. I don't know if this is a sad raccoon. It kind of looks more like a mischievous. It does. It looks like kind of a mischievous raccoon. This raccoon has been into something big. Does not want you to know about it. I'm going to name this raccoon Singer. We'll name him Singer, just because we were talking about songs and the power of music and how good it makes you feel and how I'm gonna remember that this week. So that no matter what makes our life stinky, we will still have nice, sweet-smelling music to get through our reconstruction. So I hope you do too. Thanks for dancing. See you next time.